SaaS CEOs, is your content marketing falling flat? Give me the next 3 minutes and I'll show you exactly how to improve your content marketing and how I train and onboard copywriters for SaaS campaigns. Hey, my name is Jean-Michel and I help SaaS CEOs unlock product growth using a scientific approach to advertising. After 20 years experience, I've created the massive feedback method so that CEOs can grow and scale faster and make a bigger impact with their products. So in every single episode, you're going to get something that you can immediately implement, and that's going to accelerate your user acquisition so you can grow and scale faster. So again, give me 3 minutes and I'll show you the materials I use to onboard copywriters so that they write content that hits. All right. So usually for a SaaS company, you can tell when they are B2B sales driven and they haven't got marketing to work just from looking at the landing page. And the first giveaway is looking for benefits in the headlines. Man, when you look at the headlines, that's the number one giveaway. And the resource I would recommend to a copywriter or a marketer who's struggling with that is to read this book, Cashvertising. So this is a great resource. It's a terrible title, but it's a great book. And it basically walks you through how do you write headlines that have an impact? What are some checklists and rules? And usually the number one failure point is you're not telling the user what's in it for them. You know, what is going to change in their life. And you can learn how to do that better. You can train your staff better with this book, Cashvertising. Okay. The next resource I would say for content writers is, a lot of times we need to get expert data from like the CEO or from a VP product. They're the ones that have the valuable meat of content that you can actually give to your audience. The problem is we don't want to waste their time. So if you want to train your content writer how to do an interview approach, so they're able to pull useful, valuable data and interview in an interview style instead of just writing content, the best book I have found that is The Art and Business of Ghostwriting by Nicholas Cole, also known as Cole. So this book helps your content writer know how to take an interview approach, and you can just ask the different subject matter experts questions in order to create content that's going to grow your audience and create buyers. The problem with all this stuff, though, is that if the content is not focused towards creating buyers, if it's just like interesting value content, you can attract an audience of people that aren't interested in paying for a solution. So one really great book, fantastic book that has a lot of detail, even though it's so thin, is the 16-word sales letter. So if you are not in the direct response copywriting world, you might not know of this name, but he's famous. Evaldo Albuquerque, just a champion heavyweight in the world of direct response copywriter. He's written $1 million, $30 million, $50 million campaigns. And this book kind of walks you through what would go in like a classic direct response sales campaign that's going to do 30 million on cold traffic. And that's like physical letters, right? And there's a lot of stuff in here that you can learn that applies to marketing a SaaS business. Namely, I would say having a one belief statement. What is the one thing that your customers, your pre-customers, like your prospects, need to believe about what you're telling them, just believe in general, to want to buy your product? This helps you tailor your marketing so that you're helping to create that belief. So these 3 materials, this is what I would take somebody who has done like content writing but has never done sales copywriting to help them like bridge the gap and make content that's actually going to help create buyers. Using this as a framework really helps. You can save time again by taking this interview approach, and